Come in, boys. Boys. My big boys. My big boys. My boys.
Hello.
My boys! How you doing, boys?
Not too bad, thanks, Morris. Yeah.
Of course you are.
How are you, Morris?
Well, I don't want to saddle you with my woes, boys, but I've been better. Because it turns out that someone's been pissing on my apple crumble, if you get my drift. Relieving himself all over my sweetmeats. Because money, a lot of it, hasn't quite been flowing into my big old pockets like it should have. Someone's been shafting me, boys, doing their own little bit on the side.
Oh, no. I don't think anyone, least of all us, could have predicted that.
Yeah, don't you worry, boys. I found the culprit.
Morris, you've got to realise that it wasn't our...
Denny! It was no good Denny Two-Face. Yeah. Now, you'd never have guessed it, but no good Denny Two-Face is a crook. Nasty little criminal. So I put him in a washing machine. And I put that washing machine in an oven. And I tipped that oven into the canal. But I threw a dog in the canal. Now, I shouldn't have done what I did to that dog. It was an innocent bystander. But he had shifty eyes, boys. Shifty eyes. And you can never, ever trust a dachshund with shifty eyes.
Oh, well, I'm glad that's settled, Morris. Yeah, no need to look for the guilty party anymore.
No, not now that he's swimming with the shopping trolleys. No. Anyway, don't want to bring down the mood too much, boys. We'll invite you to a little card game later on tonight, 9 p.m. sharp as a butcher's cleaver. Down in the back room of the old Crab and Mango. It'll be you two. Les. Big Les. Huge Les. Vast Les. Gargantuan Les with the colossal arse. And me. So just the four of us then. How does that sound?
No, we can't, Morris. Yeah, we love to, Morris, yeah.
Can't wait.
Frank, why'd you just hit Mickey?
I didn't, Morris.
Frank! I'm not a turkey. I know when I'm being stuffed. So any boys aren't telling me?
No, it's just I hit Mickey now and again to keep his immune system up, Morris.
Oh, well, I hope that's the case, boys. Sincerely, I do. You're my boys, aren't you? And I can always trust my boys, can't I?
Of course you can, Morris.
Of course I can, yeah. Well, go on, piss off. See you 9 p.m. Oh, boys, don't be late, or I'll kill you. No, but I will. I mean, I literally will do that.
Jesus Christ, Frank, he knows. He bloody knows. Shut up and help me pack.
What are you doing to agree to that card game, eh?
Mickey, you clarinet. You don't turn down a card game with Morris genuinely mentally unwell Jackson. Be like inviting his mother over to tea, offering her some cake, and then kicking her in the shins for the entire afternoon.
We could have just said we was busy.
You want to know what happened to the last bloke who said he was too busy? Morris shoved a live bat in his face, clawed one of his eyes out. Can't see a thing now, blind as a... Well, I've got to be out of here, got to be on the first train out of Waterloo.
I've got to say bye to my mum, Frank.
There's no time, Frank. It's me mum. Give her a kiss from me. Just the one, mind. I'll be at the station. If you're not there in an hour, I'm leaving without you. Hello?
It's me, Mum. It's Mickey.
Hello, love. Christ, you look awful. What's happened? Your father died again? Come in, love. You want any food? I just made 12 creme brulee. I don't think I can have them all.
12 creme brulee?
Yeah, get some of them to John.
Cats don't eat creme brulee, Mum.
This one does. He's absolutely mental for it. I'll put some music on, love. You want a drink? You want a sherry?
Oh, you're fine, Mum.
I'll have a sherry. You know what this is, love?
I do, Mum, yeah.
This is a song your father and I first made love to.
Yeah.
Yes. He penetrated me on the
Yeah,
dance.
well, thanks.
Dance with me, love. How's Frank, eh, love? What a handsome boy he is, Frank. What an objectively good-looking person. Why have you got a girl still, love? Bit weird just dancing with your old mum like this, isn't it? Bit depressing.
Mum, we've got to go away for a while.
Have we? Where are we going?
Just me and Frank, Mum. We've got to leave. We can't come back.
You be getting yourself into trouble again, love?
Well, we know where I get it from, don't we? Hey?
Yeah, your dad.
Yeah, it's a good thing to say, really.
I knew you'd go eventually, you know.
Come with us, Mum.
You don't want an old girl like me dragging you down like that. I'll stay here with my cat, my music, and my chronic alcohol problem. You just promise me one thing, love. Promise me you won't get brutally murdered in an orgy of absolutely horrific violence.
I'll give you my word.
That's all I've ever asked for.
You look after yourself, Mum.
No. You look after yourself, Mum.
Please accept my humble apologies, Bigless. Looks like the two little arseholes have gone and stood me up. They better have a good reason.
Well, they're fickle little Tories, aren't they? They're flaky, like a leopard with dandruff.
No, Les! No, they're my boys, Les. My big boys.
That'll make it harder for you, won't it?
What?
Well, because they've been, we'll have to,
Right, what's he on about?
Well, that's why we're here, isn't it? I mean, you didn't invite us to sit here and play Happy Family,
Of
did you?
course I did! What do you think this whole happy family set is for?
They've been doing you. They've been milking you like an old cow. All the lads knew. We just assumed.
No, Liz. No, your assumption was misguided. Well, it certainly puts a different complexion on things. Puts the cat amongst the pigeons.
Yum, yum, tasty pigeon.
Exactly, little Ron. Yum, yum, tasty pigeon.
yum, yum.
What you got planned for them, boss?
Well, little Ron, do you remember what happened to Fingerless Mike and Dead Phil? Yeah?
No, I don't actually. What happened?
Right, we're closing the names.
Mike, Phil.
No. The prefixes I inserted after their tragic demise.
You what?
The name's Little Ron.
What, Little Ron?
Well, not your name. Why would it be your name?
Who are we talking about?
Mike and Phil.
My name's Little Ron.
Yeah, I know it is.
Who are we talking about?
You know about this for some time, have you? Yeah. Well, I thought you could bring it to my attention, boys. Now, I am a fan of the phrase, "Don't shoot the messenger." But I've got to be honest with you. Never been very keen on it myself. Right, little Ron, get him on the phone. Now! Get you-know-who on the phone.
Right, who's that? Because
Right, hold a minute. I mean, I literally do not know what you do around it, to be honest.
Where are we going, Frank?
I don't know, mate. Where do you want to go?
Oh, no. I've never been out the East End. What about France?
No! Absolutely no way. I'm not going somewhere where high-quality beer and wine are readily available whenever and wherever I want it. If you think I'm having some staggeringly beautiful French woman cavorting about in her silky underwear and pressing her sensuous Gallic lips against mine as the sun beats down on her soft caramel skin, you've got another thing coming.
Well, where do you think?
I don't know. It'll be somewhere busy, somewhere open where a couple of new faces won't be noticed. Somewhere bright and...
Harrogate!
What?
Harrogate, isn't that what you
Definitely
were
not.
saying? Oh, no, Brighton, yeah.
Right, yeah, I like the sound of that. Fresh start. How was your mum?
It's all right, thanks, yeah. Did you get a chance to say goodbye to yours?
I've got to go, Mum.
Well, fuck off then.
Yeah, it was emotional.
She's a warm and caring woman, your mother.
Here, Mickey. Do you remember when you and me was little boys? We used to dress up as pirates.
Bloody hell, yeah.
Dress up as pirates, didn't we? We used to knock on the house of the little old lady next door.
Knock, knock.
She'd open it,
Hello.
and we'd steal all her jewellery.
Whatever happened to her, old Mrs. Wisby?
She died of a heart attack, do you remember? After we dressed up as the ghost of her dead husband and started hiding all her chairs.
Good times. Hey, Frank, I've been thinking. Are we going to need new identities in Brighton?
Probably, yeah, but hey, you leave that to me. For now, let's sit back, relax, and put our feet up on the seats despite being in close proximity to a sign that expressly forbids it.
Knock, knock, good evening. Oh no. An entire iceberg lettuce. How naughty of me. Percy Davies, an absolute pleasure to meet you two gentlemen. Where might you two be going off to then?
Just a little holiday, mate.
Oh right, maid. My little maid, my little naughty little maid, my little pony.
Yourself?
Well, I'm a cat breeder, friends. I get cats to have sex with each other to create more and more unusual cats. It's nice work if you can get it, and you can get it if you're a cat breeder.
How'd you get them to...
Rub genitals with each other? It's a great question, thank you for asking. Now, I don't know whether you've seen cats having sex. They're very private creatures, cats. But I have. I've seen them. Watching the two cats have sex is the perfect marriage of grace and dirty, primal lust. Now imagine, just imagine, if we get human beings to do the very same thing.
What, to have sex with cats?
No, dear boy, no. To have sex with each other.
Well, I mean, we can do that.
Well, I wish I shared your optimism, young man. But one can't argue with biology. I think if human beings were designed to reproduce by now, we'd have started, don't you? I mean, where would everything go?
Well, how do you think any of us were born, mate?
Exactly. It's a mystery, isn't it?
Shortly be arriving at Buxley on the Mint. Next station is Buxley on the Mint.
Oh, looks like our stop.
Yeah, cool. Didn't that come quickly?
Oh, no.
All right, nice to meet you, mate.
Oh, farewell, fellow travellers.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
Good luck with your, oh, God.
I'm still here.
Yeah, all right,
Train's
bye.
not yet taken off. Still well within earshot.
See you, mate.
See, oh, it's starting is the train. Do stay in touch, won't you?
All right, well, mate.
Quite a slow one, this train. Really taking its time. I hope it'll pick up in velocity soon.
Bye.
Don't be a stranger. Got my lettuce.
All right.
Quite the way until this tunnel, isn't it?
Good to see you, mate.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Goodbye.
All right, bye-bye.
Deep down in Louisiana, close to New Orleans, way back up in the woods among the evergreens.
Oh, stop crying, Eric. It's only 3 kilos of skunk. Just put it in a balloon and stuff it down your pants. That's right, Eric. You're my little drug mule, aren't you? My naughty little drug mule. No. Oh, yes, Rabbi. Oh, how lovely to hear from you. I hope that everything was fine at the bar mitzvah. When? Gentlemen? Ethel? How do you know my name?
You've named your guest house after yourself. And there's a sign behind your head that says, "Welcome to Ethel's guest house, I'm Ethel." There's an arrow pointing to a framed photograph of your face.
Oh! Well, 10 points to Gryffindor then. Now, what can I do for you two gorgeous little men? Are you from round here?
Well, we'd probably stay in our own homes then.
Well, I don't know. We get all sorts here. One man was having a shower, and he just came crashing through the second floor, right into the ground floor from his shower. All naked he was. Right into the living room with desks for relaxing. Landed on a chessboard. A piece went right up his arse. A bishop. The piece, not the bloke. In fact, he could have been a bishop, I suppose. In fact, he might have been a bishop. It was the Bishop of Norwich. Well, I'll get your keys for you. You'll be in room 61. Names, gentlemen?
This is, Dickie, and my name is, Frank.
Dickie and Frank. Okie doke. Do you have surnames? Dickie and Frank?
Mickey. And, Frank.
Dickie, Mickey, and Frank. Extraordinary. What a remarkable coincidence you two became friends.
Yeah, isn't it?
Well, sign the guest book, Dickie and Frank. Now, follow me. Good. Now I'll show you to your rooms.
The kids are rolling through the snow, digging on the sand. Collect these stars and wait for shows to fight back up the land. Behave yourself, granddad. Or you won't be coming down. Come on, yeah. Don't forget your buckets and spices, brothers and home.
Get your seaside treats. Crab, sticks of rock, pickled herring. We're by the sea. This is the seaside. We're at the seaside.
And I said, Humphrey Bogart, more like Humphrey Go-Kart.
He's not coming back from that.
No.
Gents, what a bit?
Oh, let's see, mate, what you got?
Well, I've got a haddock, a chips, rock, salmon, tuna.
Oh, yeah, you're not short stuff, are you? End of the day, shouldn't you be running low a bit?
Well, been pretty slow in here lately, if I'm honest. I've thrown a lot of the stock away. It's mostly just me on my own in the shop. I've actually taken to singing songs from hit musical Les Miserables just to keep my spirits up. There is a castle. I like to go there in my sleep. As a force on people's sleep. Not in my castle on high.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Colin, this is my colleague Dickie Mickey, and I was christened Frank.
Really?
Afraid so, yeah.
This looks like it could be a nice little chip shop with a bit of tender loving care.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't my dad ran it. Colin Senior. Big man, big strapping guy, vast hands, tiny little face.
Good old days, eh?
Good old days, eh? I wouldn't have to have them back again. Look down, look them in the eye. No, it's fine. Look down.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah. Why are his hands so much bigger than his face?
Yeah. And look, mate, this could be our big chance.
What?
You might have forgotten, Dickie, yeah. But we're still lugging around a suitcase full of dirty money. We've got to get rid of it before the Rozzers catch up with us. We could spruce this place up nice, funnel the dirty notes out there, make a swift bit of cash in no time. Might even be able to put a smile on the poor sod's face as well.
I stole a loaf of bread.
This was our chance to go straight.
No one travels to Brighton to go straight. Trust your old mate on this one. Trust your old mate Frank. Oh, sorry about that, Colin.
That's fine. That wasn't weird at all.
We'll have a haddock and chips, yeah, a couple if you're ready. Yeah. Colin, you ever thought that the name of this place might have been putting people off a bit?
Well, what's wrong with the greasy trout?
It's disgusting, mate. It's a thoroughly unpleasant image. I was thinking you could relaunch with a brand new name.
Oh yeah, like what?
The Extraordinary Haddock.
That's amazing. That's the best thing I've ever heard. Especially because, as everyone knows, haddocks are extraordinary.
Well, if you like that, mate, maybe you'd be amenable to a number of other business proposals.
Well, seems like the right time. And it seems like the right place.
I'm sorry, mate, was that a pun?
It was.
Oh, very good. Yeah. Double meaning
I'm
to
not
play.
Put on the side.
Very funny. Yeah. He could sell a joke.
Oh, yeah.
We fish and jokes.
You're very funny.
Very funny. Yeah.
Stop it!
We won't try first today. Talking about my generation, just because we get around. Talking about my generation, this ain't doing awful. Talking about my generation, might die before I get old.
Names?
Mickey Bannister and Frank Reed.
Sorry, that last one. Did you say Frank or Frank?
Frank.
Physical descriptions?
Right, well, Frank. He's smaller, dark hair, looks a bit like a mouse or a
Say no
vole.
more.
Yeah. Mickey, he's taller, curly hair, beard.
Very good looking, is he?
I don't know. Extremely good. I've got photos if you need them.
I shan't need photos. I'll know them when I see them. Trust me.
Right, now, they can't have got far.
Where do you think they would have gone? Harrogate?
Well, yeah. That's what I thought. But no, it's too obvious. They're slippery, these two. Like a pair of goblins covered in Vaseline. You might want to talk to Mickey's mum. He's close with her. Bit too close for my liking. It's a bit weird, but each to his own.
Excellent.
Hang on, I'll just write down her address for you.
I shan't need her address.
You will if you want to find her out.
I'll be fine without it.
You don't know where she lives.
Don't I?
I'll write down the address.
It will only slow me down.
You really will need the address.
I'll find it.
Let me give you the address.
I won't look at it.
For God's sake!
You can see that Pierre is truly love the matter of fact. And now the young monsieur and madame have run the chapel there. C'est la vie, c'est the old.
All right, closing time, ladies and gents. Let's have the last orders, please.
Yes, cotton chips, please.
Right, here you go, madam.
Thank you very much indeed.
Right,
Ta-ta. Goodbye.
Just sausage and chips, please, pal.
There you are, sir.
Cheers, Tart.
All right, ta.
Just chips, please. With a pie.
There you go, sir.
Thank you.
All right, good night. Mind, there you go, sir. Come again. All right. Whew. Not a bad day's work for us. Still not exactly heaving, though. I mean, it's mostly just that one bloke keeps going out.
Well, his money's still good.
Yeah, money that we can get. Here, the needs to run a couple of ideas by you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Best if Colin doesn't know, though.
Best if Colin doesn't know what?
Best if Colin doesn't know what we got him for his birthday. Cool, what a magnificent surprise is in store. Way!
Yeah.
Colin.
Good day for us, eh, Colin?
Should have seen all my old dad round the place. We had people coming from miles around to this shop. You could have a greasy trout, people would ask. Yeah, they'd say back, that sort of thing. We had people in here from 10 in the morning when we opened to 11 at night when I had to force them out with a big shovel going, get out! Get out! There's no more fish! You've taken all the fish! We had queues going out the shop, round the corner, down the steps and into the sea. I saw grown men willingly submerge themselves in icy cold water just for a fish and chips from this old place.
What happened?
Well, when Dad accidentally deep-fried himself one morning, that was it. All my brothers went their separate ways, but I stayed. I mean, look at me, I was born to batter. I can't make it work like he could.
You see, you fry, we'll shift it. We'll get back to the good old days.
One more day to revel.
That is exactly what I'm talking about. We need to think bigger. Got rid of most of the dirty money. We've got to get some of the fresh stuff flowing in. I'm talking piles of it. Money like Colin's never seen before. No reason we can't bring back the good old days, right?
Frank, we're supposed to be laying low.
The only time I lay low, mate, is when I'm in an extremely loose hammock. You and me. Hey, we're all right, okay? Now, look, we are going to own this town, all right? One by one, our rivals are going to crumble, okay? Cheer Colin up, all right?
Frank, I'm all for cheering Colin up. But what do you know about bloody juvenating a chip shop?
Step one of business, mate. How do you make sure you're the only place people go to for what they need? You eliminate the competition.
Frank, you're not talking about...
That's right. Excessive levels of violence.
All right, then.
What do you think I was talking about?
Doesn't matter.
We're going to own this town, mate. Yeah. Extraordinary had it. It's going to live again. All right? Now, I'm going to go get my hammer. You shove some rats in a sack.
Just chips, please.
We're closed!
I can safely say that this is the cleanest fried fish emporium I have seen all week. Absolutely spotless from top to bottom. I'd even go so far as to say I don't need these Health Ministry rodent-proof trouser clips. Or it is good to get the air flowing around the old ankles. Just this last store cupboard to check, a purely formality at this stage. Oh. Yes, that seems to be full of hundreds, if not thousands, of rats that will have to go to the court, I'm afraid. One of them's just chewed right through my leg there.
The world in which you're living, it's a bit too much to bear. And you need someone to lean on. When you look, there's no one there. You're gonna find me out in the country. You're gonna find me way out in the country. The air is good, the day is fine, the bread is good as a hand in hand. The silver stream is the poor man's wine. In the country, you're walking in the city and you're feeling rather small, and the people on the sidewalk seem to form a solid wall. You're gonna find
If someone order smoked salad.
in the country. You're gonna find
like to present Dickie, Mickey and Frank with this commemorative key to the city.
Hey?
Yes, I know he's killed people, Eric. That's what cartels do. Just show him the scars, Eric. Make your stand. Remind him that you were shifting Chang when he was still in nappies. Oh, yes, Mrs. Tavistock. What a lovely season it was. I hope the horse grew really big. I'm so sorry about that.
Not at all, madam. I was content admiring your collection of antique toenails.
Oh, how might I help you, sir?
I'm a travelling salesman in town for a conference. I'm unfamiliar with the area myself. Perhaps I could pick your brains.
Ugh! Pick your brains? What a disgusting image! What a horrible image you've given me there. Pick my brains. I think I'm going to be sick. No. No. So sorry about that.
Your guest house was recommended to me by two colleagues of mine, Mickey Bannister and Frank Reed. I don't suppose you remember them. One of them's rather small, looks a bit like a mouse. The other is taller, curly hair and a beard, and is an extremely good-looking man.
Must say, I don't recall that, sir. I think I remember if a mouse and a male model stayed here.
Of course. Well, good night.
Although, could you have two men in here called Dickie and Frank?
Dickie and Frank. Tell me more about them. What did they look like?
Well, one was small, dark hair, and a bit like a mouse. The other one was taller, with curly hair and beard.
He's extremely good
He
looking.
looked like a virgin.
Just like them to use a false name when travelling. We'll talk more in the morning, Ethel.
How do you know my name? There's no points to Slytherin. Goodbye, sir. Hello? Look, Eric. He's dead now. That's the end of it. There's a shovel in the Volvo. Make sure it's 6 feet deep. I'll see you in Buenos Aires. I love you, Eric. Buxley on the minge. Ding ding.
Good day. I would like to order 1 battered cod and 1 large portion of chips, please.
Yes, of course. Here is your battered cod, and here is your large portion of chicken.
Thank you very much. There you go.
Thank you.
Good day to you, sir.
No, good day to you. Alright. Bit weird. Don't know what you're talking about, mate.
Oh, yes. I would like to buy one battered sausage, please.
Yes, of course, sir. Here is your battered sausage.
Oh, many happy returns of the day to you.
Thank you, sir. Much obliged to you.
Merry yes.
Frank, what's going on?
What's that mean?
Who are those blokes, Frank?
What's that, sorry, mate?
Blokes keep telling you to shut up. Who are they?
Customers, you mean? Loyal customers propping up our business. You talking about them?
No, Frank, they're not loyal customers, are they? I've never seen them before in my life.
All right. Keep it to yourself, mate.
Oh, Frank, what have you done?
Last night, I robbed a jeweller's.
Keep it down. Which one?
One nearby. You might not know it.
Is it the one next to our shop?
That's the one.
We're supposed to be keeping our heads
The
down.
only time I keep my head down, mate, is when I'm playing limbo. Sell the rocks on some of the local heavies. Make a nice fortune, eh? Nicey, what great prices.
So now they're just swanning around Brighton clutching massive great diamonds, are they?
Don't be daft, mate. I batter them.
What?
I batter the jewels. I batter the jewels. I batter the jewels.
Frank, can you stop saying I batter the jewels?
Cover the jewels in batter, mate. Anyone stops them? Oh, what's this? This is just a little lovely bit of fish and a delicious coating of batter. Flawless, mate. You'll thank me very shortly. You and me are going to be rich men.
Yeah, and Colin?
Oh, who cares about him?
Who cares about who?
Who cares about Gandhi, mate? Who cares about Gandhi these days? Skinny little weirdo, if you ask me.
Quite right, Frank, quite right. You've got to stop going on about Gandhi, Dickie, mate. Honestly, give it a rest. If anything, it put me off the bloke. Wowzers, trousers. That's quite the haul already today. Is that £14,000? We've only been open for 25 minutes. You're right, gentlemen. By the end of the day, we'll have £560,000. Well, keep it up. Oh, did you hear about Wonder the Jewellers?
Yeah, just heard about it.
Oh, won't be very good for business around here, I shouldn't wonder.
Oh, I don't know, mate. Something tells me we're going to be all right.
Well, maybe. All I know is it's going to be one hell of a ride.
What are you telling him, Frank?
Shut up. What he don't know can't hurt him.
Oh, yeah? That's what my dad used to say. He didn't know he was allergic to peanuts. Then he died after eating 2 peanuts. What he didn't know hurt him, Frank. What he didn't know killed him.
I'm so sorry, Mickey. I'd forgotten about the peanut fiasco. Look, you trust me, all right? We're going to be fine on this, all right? You trust me, hey? You, me, Colin, we're going to be all right.
Just chips, please.
Get out!
Fair enough. I don't want to be hearing excuses, Jizzo.
It's true. They took it all. I had it already. I was going to bring it round, I swear.
Let me guess, you had it in a nice little gift bag with all ribbons and tissues.
Yeah, well, blue ones. I mean, I know Harry likes that.
No, he does, you're right, he's a man of taste. It goes a long way.
Nice.
Nice, yeah. And then what happened? The nasty men took it all away.
Well, my mother's life.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Jimmy. That doesn't rule out the fact you haven't paid us the money you owe. Now, you're lucky Harry's not here. Because I'm a reasonable man, Jimmy. So I'm going to give you a choice. What hand do you need most?
What's all this?
Harry.
James?
Harry?
George?
Harry.
George?
Jimmy. Harry.
Harry? I just out front, I wanted a bit of Roxana, but there was no one there. I wonder what was going on. George, put that thing away. You're not carving a chicken. Make yourself useful. With that fryer on, do me some chips with you. You don't mind, do you, James? Lovely little place, this. I remember when old Ted used to run it before your time, I think. Yeah. I came here once, he showed me how to make the perfect batter. Not unlike this one here. Not a bad effort, James. I was fascinated. It's got to be smooth and glossy, no lumps, but not too thin, neither. Are those chips done, George? I'll take them out then. Yeah. Then you got to brush it on lightly, layer after layer. Now, I know you can't pay me the money you owe me, James, and I sympathise, I really do, but we agreed, didn't we, after last time, that this was your last chance. Now I hear you've been giving my money to someone else. That's what you've done. There's only one bloke who collects fish and chip money in this town, isn't there? What's his name?
Harry.
Say my name.
Harry the Halibut.
You're goddamn right.
Do you think it was the same blokes?
Who else? Do you know any local boys with such an obvious death wish?
Do you want me to go round?
I appreciate the offer, George. I really do. But this is like going to the toilet. No one can do it for me. I've got to do it myself.
I say, have you heard that this place has got new owners?
What's that? Sorry, I was thinking about beef.
I said, have you heard the place has got new owners?
Well, as long as they're not immigrants, they're fine by me. I mean, I'm sick of all that lot coming over here, stealing our jobs, establishing shisha cafes and having sex with my wife. I hope that one day, I don't think it'll happen in our lifetime, but one day, I hope a party emerges, initially only on the fringes of UK politics, but gradually becoming more of a recognised force, that speaks up for the indigenous people of this country, exploits the xenophobic insecurities of disenfranchised voters, gaining significant traction in the mainstream media because of a charismatic leader, but also an assumption on the part of a largely apathetic public that any alternative to the current political landscape is a good alternative to the current political landscape.
Well, we can all dream, can't we?
Yeah. Well, whoever these chaps are, as long as they can speak the language, they're fine by me. That's the problem with these immigrants. You can't understand a bloody word they're saying.
Here's your fish, gents. I'm just off down the old rubber dub later. Don't really want to be all in with Jack Jones. Fancy coming along? Couple of pig's ears, swift laugh and titter, tumble down the kitchen sink, tune on the old Joanna. No? Right, later's innit?
You catch up because I didn't get a fucking word.
Nerve of it. The sheer brass codpiece of the whole thing. They should be carrying the whole, and instead they're glad-handing the mayor on the front cover of the Brighton and Hove Argus.
Are you alright, boss? You usually love reading the Brighton and Hove Argus of an evening.
Not tonight, little run. This evening is very much an exception to that rule. Get the phone. I need to talk to him. Come on. Hello? Operator? Yeah, get me Buxley 342. Yes, that is on the mend. Hello? Yes, mate. You can stop looking. I found the little weasels. No, not those weasels. No, I don't know what happened to them. I left the bacon in the back garden. I think they'll pop back, yeah. That's right, our little runaways. Where? Well, let's just say they've settled down in Brighton. They've settled down in Brighton, yes. So, find them. When you found them, kill them. When you killed them, chuck them in the sea. When you chucked them in the sea, have yourself a spot of lunch. When you've had a spot of lunch, have yourself a nice little pudding. When you've had a nice little pudding, well, I don't care. It's your own time. You do what you want as far as I'm concerned.
Ding ding.
Oh, sorry, sir, we're not open yet.
I'm not a patron. I'm here to fry, not to feast.
Sorry?
I've come to fill your vacancy. The advert, a short order fish cook wanted.
I see, yes. I've been quite rushed off my feet recently. Have you got much experience?
Oh, yes. Never more at home than with a filleting knife in my hand.
We do maintain quite a high standard.
No one I've served has ever come back to complain.
Right, well, why don't you start today if that suits? On a trial basis. I'm rushed off my feet and I want to go and restock up on the ketchup. You can open up on that. Tell you what, I'll be back before you can say salt, but no vinegar, please. Actually, yeah, just a bit of vinegar. It's on the side, mostly. Yeah, thanks for... Yeah, a bit of pepper as well. Lovely. Thanks very much. No, you're right. It is, yeah. Really stunning, yeah. Yeah, now it's more than enough. Thanks very much. Yeah, cheers. No, thanks. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Chip shop humour.
Ding ding.
I'm afraid we're not yet open, sir. If you'd
Not
like to
open,
wait
eh?
outside.
How about now?
No, I mean, we're still not open, sir.
Tell me something, son, because I want to know. Why you been doing this, eh?
I'm sorry?
Think you can drive me out of business, do you? Think you can drive Harry the Halibut into the ground?
If you haven't complained, sir, I suggest you take it up with the management.
Look at that. You're acting like you don't have a clue. Like butter wouldn't melt in your ass.
I'm afraid I don't know what you mean, sir. Especially that last bit.
Let me tell you something, sunshine. I'm the big dog in this alley, and you lot have pissed on the wrong lamppost. I don't sniff asses, I bite them. Hard.
Again, sir, none of that makes any sense.
Oh yeah? How convenient. Maybe this will make sense to you, eh?
Hello? You're through to Morris, genuinely mentally unwell Jackson.
I'm afraid there's been a setback. Rather a permanent one. Please allow me to apologise most sincerely for this unprecedented failure.
Those little bastards. Never send a posh boy to do a hard man's job. Run! Little run! Get my travelling cloak! I'm going to Brighton. Edie, you would have guessed it, but the ketchup spilt and red all over. Oh my God. I've got it up sharp. Never had to say this before, but there are 2 dead men in our pantry.
What?
One of them's our latest employee.
What are you talking about, Colin?
He was only working here for 7 minutes.
What happened?
They just shot each other.
Jesus
If that's the bloke in the apron, who's the cute little fellow who looks like a mouse?
That's Harry the Halibut. Mr. Fish and Chips. He's got a finger in every shop in Brighton. Whoa. Did have.
Exactly, Colin. Did have.
What?
If that's Harry the Halibut in there, that's the best thing that could have happened.
But you bloody fool, we didn't want him dead.
Who cares about that? Don't you see what this means? It means the only thing stopping us building our empire is sat in the pantry with a bullet in his fat bloated chest. This is very good news, Colin. We're in charge. The angel's fallen off the Christmas tree. Harry gone. We run this town.
You stupid bastards, there are 2 dead men in the back of our shop!
Don't worry about that, Colin. We'll chop them up, throw them in the fryer, pack them off to my friend in Kent. We'll sell them on for cat food.
Cat food? Kent? Bung? What are you talking about? Why aren't you scared?
Colin.
Why aren't you horrified? It's like you've done this before. Oh my god. You have done this before. The accidents in town. You're the reason all the Brighton and Hove chip shop owners have died for the last week.
There was a free gust of wind at the fish and chips convention. We had nothing to do with it.
Free gust of wind, my balls. This has been our plan all along. Another innocent man dead in our pantry.
Yeah? And a real dickhead as well, so that's all. Balance out.
Who are you? What are you talking about? Stay away from me, Dickie.
Colin, put the gun down. It's not a toy.
Get away from me, Bob. Get away from me, Dickie. I didn't get into this to kill people. I just wanted to make fish and chips. Just wanted to make fish and chips.
Of course you did, Colin. Of course you did. It's all right. We're all in this together.
No, we're not. I'm going to call the police. They have to know about this. We've done nothing. I've done nothing wrong. Now I want you to get out of my shop.
Colin, this is our shop.
No, it's not. It's my shop. I don't want you to get out. Now.
Colin, this might not seem like an appropriate time, but I'm very hungry. And I'd just like to get some chips from the counter, if that's all right. All right, we're going to go now.
Do you want any ketchup, Frank?
Dickie's quite right. I didn't pick up any ketchup. I'm just going to do that now, all right?
Right now, get out.
We can't just leave, Frank.
Face it, boy, it's over. We've lost.
What are we going to do? Go back to London, let Morris blind us with enraged nocturnal mammals?
Of course not. We'll keep moving, won't we, son? I've been thinking about Berwick upon Tweed. I reckon there's a way into the woolens industry.
Oh, bugger that for a game of soldiers. No, I'm sorry, Frank, we've worked for this. You've battered hundreds of emeralds to get where we are today. You don't batter hundreds of emeralds and then just walk away.
I know the expression, Mickey.
He'll come round. He will. He loves that place. Whatever's happened, he's not going to let it go under just for a couple of stiffs. But we've got to try. We've got to talk to him, Frank.
Fine.
If you say so. Yeah. Be good to pay him one last visit, you know. Do him the courtesy, you know, to pay our respects for his work and show our appreciation, you know. Look him in the eye one last time and say, farewell, my friend.
You've left some money there, haven't you?
£5, yeah.
Now, when I was a young boy, at the age of 5, my mother style will be the greatest thing alive. But now I'm a man.
Ding ding. All right, Colin. Frank and me, we've done some talking.
Hello, boys.
Oh, Jesus.
Don't run, boys. My boys. My big boys. Mes grands garçons. You wouldn't want to get shot in the face now, would you?
Where's Colin, Morris?
Oh, he's fine, mate. He's just having a little lie down here. He's fine. If by fine you mean unconscious.
You Christ!
Oh, keep on a leash, Frank. Do you really want to make me angry, boys? I've travelled a long way to see you two today. You should be flattered. All of us here together.
Morris, this might not seem like an appropriate time, but I'm very hungry.
Oh, shut up, mate! I was like a father for you two. What didn't you have, eh? If you had a problem, why didn't you come to me?
We did, Morris. You punched us both in the head and called us sissies.
Yeah, it does sound like me, to be fair, Mickey. Yeah.
It's Dickie now.
Yeah. And Frank.
Got a sweet deal going on here in Brighton, right? So we're staying put. So if you have to kill us, well, don't. Actually, yeah, just don't kill us.
Don't kill you. Oh, that's rich. Don't kill us as the blokes who murdered one of my men and leave in the back of their very shop.
It wasn't us.
Oh, stick your sausage in it, Frank. You two, you made a laughing stock out of me. You been stealing money from under my nose. Virtually from inside my nose. You been stealing money from inside my nose!
Let's talk to Colin, Morris, so I think I can hear him
I
groaning.
don't give me that shit, Frank. He's dead as you two little fried calamari. Now, I've not heard one good reason why I shouldn't kill you where you stand here tonight. So come on, now's your chance.
We do make really good fish and chips.
Yeah? You made your last batch, boys. It's closing time. Oh, shit.
Colin! You shot him?
Yeah. He was a total prick, to be fair.
Frank, Jesus, Frank!
Frank, where are you hit from?
Who's Frank? Oh, right, yeah. In me heart, Colin. Straight in me old heart.
We're a team, all of us, the extraordinary Haddock. We're just getting started. You can't bow out now.
We had a good run, Mickey. Dickie, oh fuck it. we always knew, didn't we? It wasn't a business for old men.
What about Wrinkly Jake? He's been at it for ages.
Wrinkly Jake is incredibly old, that's true, but he's an anomaly!
Listen here, Frank. I had to say something. Maybe it's the concussion talking. Maybe it's the fact I've just murdered a man. But you brought the extraordinary Haddock to new heights. I'll never forget that. You took a chance on this whole place and you brought back the good times. I'm sure wherever Dad is looking down on us and his deep fat fryer in the sky, he'd be so proud of you, of all of us. So thank you, Frank. It's been an honour to meet you and be your friend.
Oh, likewise, Colin, you soppy old bastard, likewise. Oh, I can feel myself going, boys. I can feel myself being lifted up to the heavens above. But just promise me one thing, won't you, boys? Promise me one last thing. Promise me. Promise me you'll cover me in oil, put me in a deep fat fryer and serve me to the customers.
That's not going to happen. Neither of us is going to be doing that for you.
What?
Sorry, Frank.
Oh, come on, boys, just a bit. It's not about sorry for ethics. A couple of fingers in there.
No one wants to.
Who wants to eat?
Oil me up, boys. Oil me up.
Oil him, boys.
Let them eat. Who wants it? Flesh. Show me legs. Show me legs. Lunch on me legs.
I really wish you hadn't said that.
Yeah. Touching moment. Ruined it, to be honest.
Oh shit. Don't burp anymore, please. That's absolutely bad.
Because a vision so
All right, Rich. I've stuck another sausage in there for Janet. All right.
Oh, that's why I love you, Mickey. You always put another sausage in.
I always put another sausage in.
He always puts another sausage.
He always puts another sausage in.
You always put another sausage in. Anyway.
Good night, Rich.
Good night, boys. Good night.
Should we close up then?
Yeah.
He'd have loved to see it like this, you know?
Yeah. Frank would have loved it too.
I was talking about Frank.
All right, yeah.
Who are you talking about?
Doesn't matter. I think, in the end, everything turned out all right.
Yeah. I mean, I did kill a man. And the police are still looking for the killer. It's amazing no one's come to talk to me. Oh, and all Harry's men are looking for me because they know he came here the night he died, and Morris's men too, actually. I mean, these are all problems that didn't exist before you and Frank arrived.
Yeah. Everything turned out all right.
I'm going out to the cemetery later if you want to come.
Maybe.
It'd do you good, you know.
Someday, Colin. Someday.
Well, good night, Mickey.
Night, Colin.
Ding, ding.
Good night.
You always put another sausage
Go
in.
home! Good night, Frank.
Good night.